Q50, when he woke up this morning, his first post was, "Do anybody got some food?" And a lot of people may have looked at that, the people, the naive people that don't really know what the hell food or dog food is, may have thought it to be innocent. But those of us who are in the streets, those of us who have been in the streets, they call heroin dog food. So if you look at Q50's history, before Jeff died, Jeff and Q50 was on perks bad. They were on perks so bad to the point to where they were doing them on camera in interviews like it was cool. So now the thing about perks, right? These days, perks are cut with fentanyl. There is no way that he's getting perks and they're not cut with fentanyl. Damn near everything's cut with fentanyl. You got K2, you got weed that got fentanyl in it. You know what I'm saying? Fentanyl is being cut with everything because it's good for stretching shit. Heroin is cut with fentanyl. All of these things are cut with fentanyl. Q50 is a fentanyl addict. And mark my words, as this condition progresses, the worse and worse Q50 will get. Q50 rap career will not last long on fentanyl. I'm telling y'all. Because it'll get to the point to where it's going to be fuck rap. I need fentanyl. And the only reason why he will still be doing it is because that's where his money going to be coming from. You don't rap, you don't get no money. You don't get no money to buy the fentanyl. You know? I said all that to say this. It is time for an intervention because mark my words, Q50 don't got long before he either going to be strung out, super strung out, more strung out than he already is, to the point to where he can't even damn near function, or he going to fuck around and OD. I've seen it many times, and I'm not speaking death on Q50. I'm actually trying to save this young man. He has a promising future, but those demons that he fighting is causing him to abuse drugs heavily. Now, I spoke on this before. I'm telling y'all, the man can't wake up out his sleep and have a productive day or a productive thought, for that matter, without thinking about drugs. We will witness this transformation right before our eyes. Vert is another one on dope. You know it's bad when your manager has to tell you, look, I'm going to take y'all to Dubai if y'all clean y'allself up. If y'all clean y'allself up, kick those habits, I'm taking y'all to Dubai. They ain't never going to Dubai, gang. They ain't never going to Dubai. Because this shit ain't something that you can just kick like that. It's going to take determination. It's going to take ambition. And it's going to take a lot of help from outside sources. People that want to see this man doing good. Other than people that's just using him for their benefit. Well, even if you are using these young men for their benefit, sooner or later, that well is going to run dry. I'm telling y'all. So if you want to continue to use them for your benefit, if that's what you're doing, I'm telling you, I'm going to have to get them off that dope. That fentanyl, going to fuck around and take their life one way or the other. Put their ass in jail. They're going to OD. Or they just going to be around here clucking like motherfucking chickens. I'm telling y'all, real talk. Y'all can take that for what y'all want to do with that with what y'all may. But at the end of the day, one way or another, you got to pay. That shit rhyme. Motherfucker got bars for real. In other news, man, Tay600 and 16shotemvisualz, who are very cool. They're actually friends, man. They into it right now. And I don't like really getting in the middle of spats and quarrels like this, because at the end of the day, them niggas they got love for each other. You know what I'm saying? Tay was saying that he helped 16shotem when 16shotem was selling motherfuckers fake Androids or fake iPhones. You know? 16shotem, you know, when all them snitching allegations, when all that shit was going on, 16shotem, you know what I'm saying, pretty much, you know, was riding against anybody that said anything for Tay. You know what I'm saying? They spoke highly of each other. You know, they got history with each other. You know, you just hate to see it, especially when it's coming from a place where, you know, where genuineness lies. And you can look at them and tell, man, they really fuck with each other. You know, they got love for each other. I just think that they should have left that whole situation off of the internet, because when things like this happen, the internet tends to twist it and make it worse. You know, make it worse and worse and worse. Once you put it on the internet, you release it into the atmosphere. Once the universe grabs it, it's going to be everywhere and it's going to be posted, and there's nothing you could do to delete it. You may look back on it and laugh, but it's still out there. Not to mention the fact that people going to spin it how they going to spin it. They going to come up with their own theories and make their own interpretations on why and how they feel like this shit, you know, is. Both of them did a live dealing with the situation. And if I had to say, I feel like both of them wrong for even getting on the internet with it. But at the same time, you know, I'm hearing that it started from 16shotem's end when he, you know, asked somebody some in a BG Lil Pat some information about Tay, or what did he think about the situation that was going on with 600. You know what I'm saying? I did hear him say, like, he stopped him at one time and was like, you know, I'm finna get in 600 business. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was doing that just for content. It was a current topic, you know, that he was just felt like he needed to speak on, or why he even asked that question, or why he even jumped down that wormhole. But at the end of the day, if this is your guy, that's your guy. You don't never open up doors for motherfuckers to say anything grimy or dirty with him, because if BG Lil Pat, think about it. If BG Lil Pat would have said some bullshit, and 16, he my guy. I interviewed 16 and everything, you know what I'm saying, when I was in the city when I did the documentary. If BG Lil Pat would have said some bullshit, he would have had to take up for Tay. By Tay being his friend, he would have had to take up for Tay. Or at least tell him, like, oh, hold on now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna be doing that shit on my platform. And possibly delete some of that footage. You see what I'm saying? So I felt like 16shotem opened up that door. But future reference, y'all got a problem with each other, man. Y'all guys, man. Y'all the guys, man. Leave that shit off the internet. That's why a lot of these little disagreements between friends become real beef, because they take it to the internet and take it to the streets, and then everybody formulate their opinion dealing with the shit, and then boom, there you go. Whoop-de-doo. Now y'all beefing. It's your boy. I'm out.